The southern border. Why is this such a hard thing to figure out to secure our border? We send our soldiers overseas to secure other borders around the world, don't we? We send our troops to Afghanistan, Iraq, Syria, and other places to help them defend their borders for their countries. I don't understand why we cannot just secure our country first. Drugs, weapons, disease. That should be the main purpose first. And illegal people coming into the country. I know there's a lot of issues in their countries where they're coming from, but that is not our problem. That sounds maybe inhumane. However, that is still not our problem in our United States of America. This month and this month alone, March 2019, it's expected that we seize over hundreds of thousands of pounds of illegal drugs, weapons, and other paraphernalia at the border, as well as 100,000 people trying to cross illegally. That's insane. And then the left says there's no problem down there. How is that not a problem? What else is it going to take for these people to wake up in Washington? I really don't get this. I don't get it at all. From what is on the news, from what I hear anyway, past presidents have issued executive orders, vetoes, everything that our president is doing now. President Trump, I believe, is doing a great job in our country on a lot of policies and issues that are going on, and believe he's doing a great job with all of the unemployment issues, yada, yada, yada. I think we all know that. However, the biggest thing that we have right now is a crisis at our border. It's an emergency crisis, which he has declared a state of emergency, which I believe it is. I mean, we have guns, human trafficking coming over the border. Humans are getting trafficked, which means they're getting sold. People are getting sold at the border. Slaves. This is slavery, people. Slaves. Rapes. Children that are getting raped and sold. If that is not a crisis, what is? Forget about the drugs. That's ridiculous. No place to put them. This is what the FEMA camps are for, people. This is what the FEMA camps are for, and that's where they're going to go. That's why the coffins are there. That's what they showed the coffins for, and all those shows. That's where they're going to go. They're going to be getting put in concentration camps. This is where it's going. Guarantee you. This is what it's all for. I know it. The railroads, all of that stuff that go from Walmart to Walmart. This is what's going to happen. They're going to let them in. They're going to go from railroad to railroad to railroad. To concentration camps. This is what's going to happen. They're going to end up letting them in. And this is what you're going to have. If we don't stop them at the border and keep on letting them in, that's what's going to happen. You're going to have concentration camps, re-education camps, whatever you want to call them. I know it sounds crazy. I'm not crazy. But what else are you going to do with them? Heck, you already have them down there now, where they're wrapped up in cages down there. Barbed wire around there in the fence. See a little kid holding a popsicle stick down there. It's ridiculous. Poor kids. It's sad. It really is. I know they want a better living. Who doesn't? But for the people that are here now, they don't have a better living. I have a Mexican family. I think they're from Mexico. Doesn't matter. They're Latin, Latino. Nice folks want to build a home right in my own backyard. They're bust their butt. They're trying. We need to give people a chance. I get it. But they need to do it the right way, legally. It needs to be done legally. That's all. But the problem is we don't have the system set up to do it in a timely manner right now. That's the problem we have today, is to process it fast enough for it to do it. We cannot have these crowds jumping over the wall to do it. And in many cases, we don't have a wall there to stop it. I wonder how much we actually trade every day with Mexico. So if we actually shut the border down next week, I wonder what that's going to mean. Are avocados going to be $5 a piece? I mean, that's the biggest thing I think we trade with them is avocados. Will the car business get hurt? That'd be interesting to see. Border towns, I don't know how that affects like daily trade type stuff. That'd be interesting to see what would actually affect the United States on like a daily trade type of thing. Wonder if the president's thought that through, how that actually would affect us on a daily basis if we shut the border down on that. Or what exactly does that mean by shutting the border down? Does he just mean the like checkpoints, or I'm not sure exactly what he means by that. I mean, like total shutdown of the border. I mean, like totally just shutting Mexico off, like shutting Mexico, like nothing coming in at all. I think that's what he means, like just shutting it down, like shutting Mexico off. No car. I mean, like no trade, nothing. I mean, he's already cut things off to the other countries. He says not sending money anymore. He's like, it's almost like comparing it like, oh shit, dad's home. Um, Putting them all on punishment, restriction almost. You're not getting your allowance anymore. You're not getting your allowance and you're not getting your money anymore. You've been bad, so you're not getting your money. Taking your car allowance away, you're not able to use the car. It's like you're putting them on restrictions, you know. And maybe that's what has to happen because they're not following the rules down there. So it's this next week's going to be pretty interesting. So anyway, trying to get some new subscribers. I'm just the average guy here in North Carolina, spreading my thoughts and chatting with friends in California. So if you like my little YouTube channel here, hit the subscribe and the like button like all the big guys do, and the little bells and the dings and all that little click stuff. So anyway, Peace. Good night.